This is a Dragon Blazer production.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Got a lot of apologies to make.
Nothing's been the same, Sister York. You experience things, and then they're over. I can't sleep. And when I do, I have nightmares. Honestly, there's 100 people who want to kill me. I hope I can protect the one thing I can't live without.
Ladies, children, sheep. Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
Explosions. So many explosions. It was 10 years ago. This movie is 10 years old. Oh my god. It's half my life ago.
Hello. Welcome to Coming Soon to a podcast near you. I am your host, Iron Blaze. And as always, this is some kid that helped save my life. Xavier.
Yes. Hello. Okay. This is definitely one of the stronger entries among the Marvel movies we have watched so far. Well, specifically, like, you got Iron Man 2, and that one was kind of, that was kind of meh. It was a good movie, but it was also meh in comparison, like, other Marvel movies that we've seen so far. You have Hulk, which was good, but it was generic, kind
of. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Either way, though, I'm still biased to continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. So, yeah, we watched Iron Man 3, and the synopsis is a dude wants to kill Iron Man, and he fights back.
Yep, and he wins.
Of course, he's Iron Man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this one was an interesting one because a lot of people were pissed off when this movie came out. Do you know why they were pissed off?
Because Mandarin?
Yes. Because they had this perfect Mandarin, and he looked like the Mandarin and everything, and it turns out he's just an actor. And the main bad guy is someone else.
I thought it was going to be like some sort of race issue or something.
No. In this world, yeah, I'm sure. But no. They were mad because Mandarin is a huge villain in the Iron Man comics. And so they weren't exactly happy with the fact that they had, and he was picture perfect. That is how the Mandarin the actor looks is pretty much how the Mandarin looks in the comics.
I guess it kind of
So
just
they
depends
had
on
a
like
really-
whether.
Go
I
ahead.
guess it kind of just depends. I'm sorry. I guess it kind of just depends on whether or not like you value what's the word? Like replicating the comics or making like an individual media. Like, I mean, you're parroting off of a different media, comics, into a movie format. But like,
Mhm.
but I do understand that like, if you're gonna make a villain like look exactly the same, people are probably gonna be a bit upset with like the fact that like you got one step down but not the rest of it. But then I remember that people really like overreacting, so everything's good. This movie's pretty neat.
Well, I never really read the comics of Iron Man. Iron Man was never really my. In fact, Iron Man was always a bit player in the comics. He wasn't never. They never had him like as big as he is now with the MCU. The MCU made a lot of comics really popular characters.
I mean, before they made a movie about him, I've never even heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I may have
Me
heard
neither.
of like Doctor Strange, obviously like Spider-Man, the Hulk. Everybody's heard of the Spider-Man
Well,
or the Hulk.
Spider-Man and the Hulk were their bread and butter.
Right.
Spider-Man's a huge comic book. I mean, you have Batman and you have Spider-Man. Those are the two of the. I mean, it's Superman, but I think more people actually like Batman than Superman half the time. I know I do. I prefer Batman over Superman. Superman's just way too powerful. So
Yeah,
he's
but like when you have someone who's really powerful, it's really interesting when you see a conflict to that character. But yeah, I do kind of agree. I personally like Batman more than Superman. I don't dislike Superman per se. I like the stories that is told with the context of like this overpowered powerhouse being given all these interesting like conflicts, like other Kryptonians and stuff like that. Kryptonite.
okay. So as a lover of comics, I still like Superman just fine.
I'm not denying that.
But there are some really good Superman stories. Like The Death of Superman is one of my favorite comics. I love it. I've read it. I own it. It's one of my favorites. And so there's good Superman stories to be told, but if we're going to go in my opinion, Superman's not one of my favorites.
Right.
And a lot of that with Batman, a lot of my reason I love Batman is less about Batman and more about the fact that
Joker.
Batman has the best villains of any comic book. Not just the Joker, but yes, Joker is my favorite villain of all time.
Yeah, I love the Batman villains.
Yeah, he has the best villains. I mean, you can't beat it. It's Batman, or I mean, you got Joker, Two-Face, you have Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, I mean, the Penguin. I mean, these are some iconic villains. And, I mean, Lex Luthor's iconic, don't get me wrong, but Superman has Metallo, I guess. I like Mr. Mxyzptlk, or however you say his name.
Mxyzptlk.
Yeah, he's not exactly a huge, like, actual villain. He's more of a nuisance most of the time.
He shows up in a lot of Superman comics.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, like, he's not like a huge evil villain like a lot of
Right.
villains. He's more of a he's
prankster?
mainly there to he likes to do pranks on Superman. He just likes to mess up shit.
Yeah.
So I do like him, but yeah, I mean his villains, other than Lex Luthor, Doomsday's awesome. Doomsday's a great villain, but yeah, it's just he doesn't have the best ones, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is about Iron Man, who I don't really know his villains as well. I know I know the ones that are in the movies now. But
Yeah, and they're pretty cool. We still don't have the villain from the last movie. He still doesn't have his bird. I mean, he's dead now, but still.
his bird?
His bird. He was talking about his bird a lot.
Oh, the Whiplash or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
See,
believe
couldn't
Iron
tell
Man 2
yourself.
did. I believe his Iron Man 2 didn't do very well, so I don't think they really wanted to continue anything from the Iron Man 2 movie.
We still don't have the answer to that question, and that makes me upset. I want to see that bird. Get this man a bird.
So, tell me
no
your
middle
thoughts
finger.
on Iron Man 3.
It was a pretty decent movie. Not the best, of course. But like, I mean, among the three Spider-Man movies, I do think this one probably is the better one among the three. Even the first one, I feel like it's a close.
You mean Iron Man, not Spider-Man?
Iron Man. I'm sorry. There's a lot of mans.
There's a lot of mans. Superman, Batman.
So many mans.
But yeah. For me, this one's definitely better than the second one. But for Marvel movies, I don't know if it's one of my top ones. I would probably put Thor, the first Thor, over it. I'm really dreading the next Thor. That's next.
Oh, you don't like that one? I don't remember it.
I don't remember it very well, but I know it didn't do very well, so I'm kind of curious whether I'll like it now or not. Because I remember not really being a big fan of it.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like a episode 2 Star Wars situation, where you remember liking it, where you don't remember liking this one, but you end up liking it after like another watch. Well, that's more or less my approach on episode 2. I remember not liking it very much, and now I have a sort of better appreciation for it. Still one of my weaker entries when it comes to Star Wars entries. I don't remember Thor: The Dark World like at all.
I hardly remember it all.
I remember a bit, kind of like the Winter Soldier.
Oh?
Although that's mostly because like a lot of the stuff stands out in the next Captain America movie after that, Civil War.
Well, Civil War was one of my favorites, so I'm really looking forward to getting into Civil War.
I've actually watched that
movie
quite a few times.
I haven't.
Well, that movie,
Well,
when it was new, specifically.
Actually, next one is Captain America and the Winter Soldier, where we still got a while for the Civil War movie. I think that's phase 3, isn't it?
Maybe. Or the end of 2 or whatever. I'm not sure. Either way, it's not going to be in this year.
No. But yeah, I mean, I think when you get past like, it didn't upset me like a lot of people, like I said, because I wasn't a huge Iron Man fan. So the fact that
An Iron fan.
yeah, the fact that the villain was not, who he was supposed to be in the comics really didn't matter to me. I thought
Yeah.
the twist and the story was interesting. So I liked Iron Man 3. I
Right.
liked it, didn't love it, I guess.
I liked I like all the self conflicts in all the Iron Man movies. The Iron Man movies seem to be about like Iron Man, more about Iron Man and his personal conflict, and how like the villains affect that personal conflict rather than just being a villain. Like in this movie, he has constant panic attacks over like the events of the Avengers movie.
Yeah. That carries over too.
Yeah.
Um,
And I gotta ask, dude's definitely having panic attacks. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. Like, it was about like aliens, right?
yes.
Just the fact that they're aliens exist, but they're also attacking us.
I think it's more of the fact that under his watch, aliens kind of destroyed New York.
Mm.
So that's a big
see.
part of his PTSD. Because, even though they did save the day, they didn't stop the aliens from kind of doing a lot of damage to New York. And
Right.
I'm sure.
I remember
I'm sure
hearing
plenty of
I
casualties.
think it's a quote
too.
from. I'm sorry. Continue.
Well, I said there was also plenty of casualties too. They don't show it because this is a Marvel movie, but they kind of talk about it more in like Civil War.
Right. I remember that. I remember hearing, I think, a quote from Stephen Hawking that, like, if aliens were to show up, there'd be a possibility that it would likely end in the similar manner that it would have for the Native Americans when Christopher Columbus showed up on American soil. Which
How
did
so?
not end well for them, of course.
How so? That we would that they would invade us, or that they would bring disease that we weren't prepared for.
It could happen either way. If it was something like sand showing up in a couple of sand pods, and then just like fingering the world, because that's what NAFTA does.
Phrasing.
Then I mean, we'd be screwed. There's not really much we could do against a sand invasion. Or it could be like, I don't know, some weird gooey aliens that spread out like something far worse than malaria or something like that. Either way, something that I'm thinking is that like, if there are aliens out there, and there's a high possibility that there are, because like there's a huge universe and there's huge stuff beyond the observable universe, there's likelihood of there actually being like aliens on some distant planet is pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Didn't the government just admit to aliens or something?
I'm not sure. I didn't know.
I saw something on Facebook, so you know it's probably true.
Right. Well, either way, though, like aliens could be of like aliens refer to like extraterrestrial life forms, not necessarily like intelligent creatures. Like if we were to find like microscopic organisms on one of Saturn's moons or whatever.
Continue.
What the hell? What the hell?
I said microscopic bacteria.
But yeah. But if we were to find like some sort of microscopic bacteria on one of Saturn's moons, that would be an alien creature, but it would be it'd be microscopic.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, that would classify as an alien.
Yes.
Also, like if we were to see some sort of, I don't know, dinosaur or like spider-like creature, just like an animal or something, that would basically be some sort of creature. And if it were to like discover one of our messages that go out to space were to like land on an inhabited planet inhabited by like, I don't know, alien dogs or something, then what's to stop them from not just like, I don't know, reading the instructions and like the like here's us kind of thing, like this is what humans are, rather than just like they do what dogs do and they just gnaw it apart and see it as some sort of, I don't know, threat to their dogmanity.
They come to Earth and be like, "Tell me I am good dog."
Yeah, we did watch the new Guardians movie. It was really good.
I liked it a
We'll
lot.
get to that in 2 years.
2?
Maybe. The third one.
I don't know about that. I feel like it's going to take longer than that.
I didn't mention 2 years. I said a few.
Few years. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Roger.
I mean, it'd be in my dreams to think that we'd actually be through the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe in just like 2 years. Yeah, no. By the format we've got, it's definitely not going to happen. Oh well. But like aside from that, I'm not really that big into like stuff like Oppenheimer, but like I am pretty interested in the Barbie movie. What about you?
Yeah, I want to see Barbie.
Yeah. I don't know too much about it, but like the trailer has got me hooked.
I'm interested. I also want to. I really want to see TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah. That also looks good. I've been waiting for that for a long time. There's also like I still haven't watched the second My Hero Academia movie. I love the crap out of we all love the crap out of My Hero Academia, but I still haven't watched the second movie of that.
Yeah, no, we haven't yet, have we?
Yeah, I remember like contemplating I'm looking at the I'm at Walmart. I'm looking at these movies and I'm like, Oh, I haven't watched Two Heroes yet. Oh, wait a minute. Here's Dragon Ball Z Broly. I could watch that with Dad. I could also watch My Hero Academia movie with Dad. Which one would Dad rather have? Probably the Broly movie. Alright. And then we go over to your brother's house and we watch Dragon Ball Z Broly. And we still haven't watched that My Hero Academia movie.
Well, Two Heroes was the one we watched, right?
No. Well, Two Heroes was the one we watched. Heroes Rising is the one that we need.
Yeah, that's the one we haven't seen. We saw Two Heroes.
Yeah, I actually own Two Heroes, but digitally only.
Gotcha. But, anyways, back to Iron Man.
Yeah. Tangents are what makes us flow through. That's how things go.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you rate this movie?
Give it an 8. 8 Iron Man fireworks.
I'm giving it a 7. That was good. It was good. It was alright. Alright. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes score is?
83 for critics and 90 for audience.
I think 80 for critics and 72 for audience.
Alrighty.
I think enough people will be complaining about Mandarin for it to be too high. For Iron Man 3, critics give it a 79%.
Alrighty. That
And
one's on you.
audience got 78%.
That one's also on you.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Looks like, yeah, that's pretty dumb. People getting upset because the villain is not how it should have been. And I love it, Mandarin Orange. But if you start changing them, that's not what I say. I kind of get it.
Son, have you not been on the internet yet? You change one little thing about anything and people are gonna complain. That is what the internet does.
Yeah, it's because people don't have anything better to do than to just complain about stupid crap. Dude, go outside. Buy a dog. Pet that dog and have a family or something. If you don't want a family, then, I don't know, go to a club or something.
Okay.
I mean, do more than there's a vast world out there. Go see the UK or something until Cell, I don't know, racks you all up and then screams, "Time to destroy the British people," which is something that happens on the internet, apparently.
Okay.
We have the internet where we can Photoshop in front of the UK and scream to have it scream in some Cellish voice, "Time to destroy the British people."
I'm not sure what you're getting at here, son.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you're right. The internet is a place where people can animate weird bananas to scream Peter Jelly time for 10 hours straight.
Uh-huh.
It's a weird. We live in some weird times, but this is what the future is.
Fair enough.
Also, we have 23 years left until the sexism just dies out. So,
Oh,
I don't know. We'll have to live out those 23 years, hoping that sexism just vanishes.
I see. Sexism just vanishes.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the first episode of our podcast. That maybe in 24 years from now, there will be no more sexism.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm hoping. There's 23 years left of that. A lot can happen in 23 years.
Well, we've had millennia.
But anyways, though, got a send a mantra for me?
Cinemantra. Iron Man. Do you have one?
Alright. So, take some sort of robot from any fiction, or even from non-fiction that you want, and turn those into fireworks. Whatever it does, like, creates some sort of, like, special kinds of fireworks. Like, you know, I don't know, in special shapes or whatever. Take some weird robot and turn it into a firework and shoot it up into the air.
Cool. C-3PO?
I'll give you a 10. That's fine.
I'm gonna go a similar route. If you could create an army of one type of robot, or I guess you could go with armor, because technically Iron Man's suit is actual armor. What would your army of robot armor consist of?
Hmm. Like, you know, we've just got done talking about like Cell. Why don't we get a bunch of cells? It's a bunch of giant, like, perfect cells just showing up onto, I don't know. Like, we get a sand invasion popping up. I've got my army of perfect cells.
Damn, I give you a 10. I can't knock you for coming. Cell is technically an android. He's a robot. Not where I was going with it, but you win. That would be one deadly ass armor or deadly
Man,
ass. Yeah, that'd be pretty. Yeah, I feel like you could take over the world with an army of perfect cells.
yeah, one thing that would be pretty funny though is like if we switched our answers, since we got like, I don't know, robot answer to a bunch of things. Is it like instead of C3POs just firing for like some fireworks, you got like cells showing up for fireworks, and then here I come like there's a Saiyan invasion. Okay, army of cells. Wait, where did all these C3POs come from?
Um. With I lost track of my train of thought.
That is a terrible thing to do when you're recording a podcast in the middle of recording a podcast. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say one thing about the army of cells is they might have a Highlander situation on their hands, and they might fight each other because only one can be
I don't know
perfect.
who that is. That's fair.
Highlander, I've never seen Highlander. I just know that he likes to yell, "There can only be one," and then he kills all. It's like, have you ever seen Jet Li the One? So
Nope.
I can explain that. I think they're similar concept, but I can explain this better with Jet Li the One because I've actually seen it. And in Jet Li the One, there's different versions. Pretty much, there are multiverses, and every time a multiverse version of you dies, all the other ones become stronger.
Oh,
So there was an evil version of Jet Li going through and trying to kill every version of him so he could be the one. So he could be the strongest version of them.
that's pretty interesting premise.
And I think Highlander's a similar premise where, because he says there can only be one and he has to kill different versions of himself. But I don't know exactly how it works because I've never seen Highlander.
Right.
But I think the concept is similar. But I can almost see your army of cells fighting each other because there can only be one ultimate perfect version of Cell.
You know, and here's an alternate reality. Perfect Cell could have his like, I don't know if he can do this because like you know how when he goes from imperfect cell to perfect cell, his tail kind of like retracts into butt or something.
Oh, that's
Where
terrible.
it's kind of hidden by those wings.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if like he just retracts it like that because there's no real further need to it. But like I'm wondering if he can like stick it back out in a way to like I don't know absorb the other cells. And then rather than just killing each other, it just becomes stronger.
Okay. Maybe. Perhaps.
Now that army of cells just became one whole cell, and just dominates. Blam, blam, blam. So he just started blasting. I think that cell right there would be ready for a Majin Buu invasion as well.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, maybe. So do you have anything else to say about Iron Man 3?
There's nothing left to say.
There's nothing left to say.
Well, except for the kid. The kid's pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. He was adorable. There's a lot of rumors that the new Iron Man was going to be that kid. They were going to bring him back into the show or into the series now that Iron Man is dead.
He would be 10 years older since.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
actually, probably not 10 years older at the time, but like now, since 10 years later. Hi, TV. Stop being an asshole.
Asshole kitty. Asshole kitty.
Asshole son, what a bum. You trashed the car again. Asshole son.
Well, this is getting serial. Anyways. So nothing else to say about the Iron Man 3.
No, I don't believe there's anything left to say. It's a really good movie. A good movie. I recommend watching it if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then why don't you give us your pluggables?
It'll never stop being a weird thing to say, but sure. Okay. I am Cryokin Artist on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, Twitter, and also the DeviantArt.
The DeviantArt?
DeviantArt, yes. It is a website and platform for those who like art and drawing and stuff like that. It's specifically meant for art. I'm not sure why I didn't use it sooner.
I'm a little
I'm
concerned.
wondering why I'm not even using Pinterest. I probably should be doing
The whole deviant part of that kind of scares me.
Huh?
I said the deviant aspect of that is kind of scary thought.
Well, yeah, there's definitely some pornographic stuff in that site, but so does Instagram.
I don't
Very
know.
deviant. Also, I am Snowshine Gaming on YouTube as well. That's my gaming channel. I just finished uploading all of my Final Fantasy stuff. I'm going to start the bonus episodes pretty soon. But
What are your bonus episodes?
it's going to be like explaining like the Red Mage and Monk, since I didn't play with those the first time through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's
And then I'm going to
cute.
start on Final Fantasy 2.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's key. Alright, well, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTubes, and you can find me at the Twitter at Dragon Blazer Pro. So, yay. And
Yay.
stuff. Yay and stuff. Alright. Well, I guess all that's left to say is I am Auf Wiedersehen.
Peace.
Oh, once again, please, if you will, like and subscribe onto our YouTube page titled Coming Soon to a Podcast Near You, where all these wacky podcasts where we watch movies and review them go on. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.